Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I was due in Nashville, Tennessee, and today in Super Hostile Roguelike Alpha, we're going to take what was once a tree chamber and hopefully convert it into some sort of mob spawner thing. If you couldn't tell, Vechs has provided us with plenty of these mob spawning blocks. They actively spawn zombies, and unfortunately, a whole bunch of my other guys kind of got in here on their own before I built this wall. So they're going to kind of provide me a little bit of much-needed backup, I guess, as I deal with whatever zombies spawn as I'm doing all this. Now, the first step has been I figured I'd do a little bit of digging first. So here's what I prepared earlier. I kind of created this little room space thing. I have no idea how a real mob spawner creator guy makes these. I know a lot of people be like, oh man, you should watch Isma's videos because in Isma's videos he makes a mob farm. But like, I don't understand how that stuff works. It's just like all Greek to me. And I'm not Greek, so any expectation of me speaking it is just like not gonna happen. So what I do know is that I need to put in some lights over here. So, oh well, that's already wonderful. That's great. Glad to see that works exactly the way I would have hoped. Okay, new plan. We're going to get some of this over here. And how's that? Nothing I do with redstone ever works. Okay. So, unfortunately, that leaves me in a weird spot where I got to leave all this together. Oh, that's the worst. Okay. So, instead what we're going to do is we're going to put a redstone torch underneath here. And we are going to run an inverter out of this earlier or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out. So, let's put another awesome redstone lamp thing right here. Yeah, that's right. Team up on them. Teamwork. It's how we destroy zombies. Which, of course, any of you guys would know if you'd ever watched The Walking Dead. The people that go out on their own, probably not going to destroy that many zombies. Probably going to die alone and sad. See? Look at those guys. They're doing a wonderful job. Okay, so I'm going to need to run this through an inverter here, I'm guessing. And then have it repeat. See, it's hard to make a repeater when you don't really have a good source of extra, I don't know. Dang it, what do you call that stuff? Light, or, no, there's a word for this. When you don't have a whole bunch of extra stone, like, I'd have to go out of my way to, like, build extra stone things. So, wait, if I put one redstone here, one block there for an inverter, then I provide one redstone here, and, oh, dang it, this might not be enough room to set up a second inverter here. Dang it, okay. Well, what if I set up the other inverter over on this side? What if I say I will put the redstone torch down here, and, whoops, of course we are already doing poorly at this, as is our way. Now we're going to run this redstone down here, up and over onto that block, because nothing can possibly go wrong with that plan, including creating a dark space here for zombies to spawn in. No siree. So we just run this from here to here. I hate that. Yeah, see, this is really, I think, why people use those redstone repeaters, because everything I'm doing right now is terrible. Okay. So, new plan. We are going to pull all of this stuff out, and we are going to bypass this, like, crazy thing here. We're not going to do that. Forget that entirely. We are going to take the signal from over here and hope that it reaches to, which of course it does not, from that way, to here. Okay, great. So now these are both the same. We can turn them on like so. And if we remove these torches now, presumably zombies will not spawn up here, despite the lack of torches because of the other stuff that we just added. We're going to want to keep this down here super well lit. And we're going to extend this pad out some. Awesome. Now, there's probably going to be something I want to do here where I use water eventually to make the zombies come and fall into place down there, but we'll get to that next. Okay, so, coming this way, though, there will be room to put a proper inverter here, I think. Yes, excellent. So then we put power. Then we can just have a block here that runs into. And do the same thing kind of over here that we did on the other side. Probably be a good idea to get light over here, just to say, you know, what would be a great idea? Light all over this. Okay, good. These guys are already falling all over themselves to get over here. So, now, let's see. Oh, I guess the way I did it last time was I had it whoops. Problem. I had it dog leg. Whoa. Stupid torch is always being inside of my body when I'm trying to dig. That is an inconvenient place. You know, it's like one of those things where a doctor accidentally leaves a torch inside of somebody. Oh, wait, that never happens. You know why? Because medicine is a lot better at what it does than me. Oh, you know what I realized today? Is that most doctors outside the United States are not certified by the American Medical Association. You know? That's a lot of doctors. But we make such a big deal of like AMA certification for like everybody who's a doctor in the US, but you know, you're not in the US, yeah, you get a pass, whatever. That's cool. Actually, it makes perfect sense, but dang it, so now I'm getting power from that. Okay, we're gonna go, yeah, that's how we're gonna do this. Okay, so these are currently all turned on. Now, all 4 of them are off. Excellent. So, now using the limited resources we have, we are going to add a light down there to keep stuff from spawning down there. Gonna block all this up, nice and pretty like. Get rid of this extra torch here, which I don't think we need done. We can go ahead and start blocking up more of this along here. Okay, great. So, presumably now, let's see, at some point here I'm going to want to have another row of these wonderful lights. I've got these separated about 4 or 5 from each other here. So, let's go ahead and just put one directly above that or so. That'll give it some extra light, and it's still hopefully bright enough to keep everything in play the way we would like. So, here we go. Okay, great. Now, I think all I gotta do is just, like, essentially create a water flow along the back wall here, which is gonna make it a pain to come from the back wall. Oh. You know, with these... Okay, so even having those lamps there, the water is gonna be problematic. But, on the plus side, I can now fight these zombies on my own without the help of those other guys and kill them for minuscule amounts of experience. Okay, so, second iteration plan of this, guys, is that we need to have lights in the walls. Lights in the ground, not as good if we're planning on doing this with the water. So we're learning something. We're learning something every day. Now, if we just flick this switch off real quick, though, how quickly do the zombies start spawning? Actually, you know, I might not even need a fancy water system. I might just want to have something like this where they just kind of come at me occasionally. Although they're coming at me kind of slow. Can't say I'm enjoying the rate of attack. Are they spawning under there or something? No. Wow. Super laziest spawner ever. Is it? Oh, it's probably because of the additional light from those other sources. So let's quickly deal with that. So if we just take this guy out right quick. We're now level 1. Take out... Whoops. Take out the torch up here. And this one here. And hopefully that won't activate the ones up there to start dropping stuff down on me. Although it may very well, in fact, do that. Get rid of that one. Okay, so that time 3 of them fell. Now, I think if I don't get the final kill on them, though, they don't drop experience, unfortunately. So, that is... I'm going to have to kind of grind down these guys, too. Don't throw me. Okay, so some of them might be falling from... Yeah, if I'm not paying attention, I'm not going to have time to kill these guys before these fellas over here gang up on them. So let's turn the lights back on and figure out a new plan for the light locations. Okay. So what best thing to do might be, then, is to just dig a thing into the walls like here. Well, let's just go above where we are right now. So we put one here. We put one here. Put one here. And, oh, dang it, guys. This is why we can't have nice stairs, because you use them. I went out of my way to avoid building stairs up here initially, and now there's like a million iron golems. Yeah, go get that guy. Look at that guy. He looks like a jerk. Go kill him. Thank you. Okay. So, where were we? Oh, yeah, right here. Putting that in. So, I guess what I want to do is actually create a false wall back here and light this sufficiently that these zombie jerks don't come at me and kill me or all that. And have just this whole area back here lit up. And then, keeping this lit is going to be important so the zombies don't spawn and attack me while I'm working on it. But then also, I'm going to want to make sure that they're not spawning back here where the water can't get them, like later. So, let's just kind of go through here, quickly cleaning all of this out. As you can tell, I'm not a redstone expert. I do some redstone stuff. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to know where the wall is on this side. Should have thought of that earlier. So, the 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Got it that time. Great. I don't do much redstone stuff on Hermitcraft, and I don't do it much in the Vechs maps, but in this particular case, if I don't get a spawner built, I'm not going to have sufficient firepower or whatnot to deal with those Zeestakins, those zombie pigman like things that Vechs threw at me. So let's see. Actually, I probably shouldn't have put the torches on the outside because I'm about to have to probably double wall this to have room. Yeah, like, realistically, if I'm going to run power from the lever here, yeah, if I'm going to run power from the lever here up or through here, gonna want to figure this out. Dang it, guys. No stairs. We've got plenty of redstone, fortunately. So, on the plus side, I think at this point I can just create a redstone dot here. Probably should have just, yeah, figured this out better on my own time. But this is the joy of exploration and science. We form a hypothesis, we test the hypothesis, we look like idiots when it doesn't work. We form a new hypothesis. My new hypothesis is that if I can just get the lights to turn on and off properly on the sidewall here, I can start putting water in this, because that's what you're supposed to do with mob spawners, is you're supposed to put water in them. Why? I think to move the mobs toward you so you don't have to go as far. Don't really entirely know. So this is also kind of a little bit of a lesson in reverse engineering. I've seen other people build these things. No clue how they work. No clue, really. But I know that we need toggleable darkness. We need a way to force the mobs toward us for ease. And then what we need to do is essentially replicate that across multiple setups. So, for example, there's also a spawner box directly above us there. So if we could... How did you get up there? Oh, there's still stairs. Those are going away. Okay, now you get down. Down. I'm going to have to build a sand trap or something to kill all these guys, too, because they are definitely going to cause some problems for me. So, let's go ahead and set up our control booth back. Oh, wonderful. Back here. Oh, good. That runs directly into our wall from earlier. Okay. So, fine. Whatever. We will set up this with a lever on it. Okay, great. So, those two are now on. We don't have any on this wall here yet, but that's fine. Let's see. We might want to have some more torches to make inverters for repeaters. So, okay. Boom. Sandstone there. No, not there. Not exactly there. So, we put this here. Have it chain a little bit around this ways. Inverter again. So now that's carrying the same signal. A little bit of dust here. A little bit of dust here. I guess arguably there's no incentive not to hook up the floor ones to the current system. Especially because I'd have to, you know, deal with the floor ones being stuck on the way they are right now. If I put that there, is that good enough to... Does that fix... Whoa! Okay, so that's gonna definitely need an inverter, to say the least. Okay, so let's revisit this. So when that one is off now, the floor ones... Okay, so currently the floor ones are the inverse of the wall ones. So we are going to want to hook this up in such a way... Whoops. Let's see, how does this go? Let's say, for example, then, that we set this up with an inverter here, and had the lever on, whoops, this one right here, with a torch coming out of it. Oh, dang it, that's too close. With dust coming out of it. And that dust also connects down there. Oh, no, that doesn't work. It won't let you do both. Dang it, Minecraft Redstone. You are the most complicated thing ever when I don't need you to be. I just need this thing to happen. I just need it to happen easily and naturally. And you're doing all you can to prevent that. So let's dig this out over here. Let's have more room. Because clearly what we need here is more space. That will solve everything. So, we have a block with a lever here. When we flick it, that turns off. We probably want that on for right now, though. But that same block will also have an inverter that will carry down to here. So, right now, they are literally all turned on. Should be, anyway. Okay, awesome. All turned on. Flick that again, and you get stuck in a wall. Okay, so clearly that works. Great. So, now what we got to do is block some of this up here. Let's see. I guess the easiest way to do that is just going to be to go over like that. And to go ahead and push this back some. Great. Great, great, great. Okay, Joe Hills here, and I'm thrilled at how this is going at this point, although I wasn't very thrilled about 10 minutes ago. But we're really making good progress. So, now the next thing to do is to get our buckets of water back here. And to push the mobs out. Uh-oh. We probably want them to have enough clearance here. Okay, so there's a few things. One is that the mob spawner is too close to the floor. So if they spawn along the walls or whatever, or, well, the problem is that they can get stuck on this. So that's no good. But I don't know if I want to lower the whole floor. However, at the same time, we've established that the floor offers no value in terms of the lights. Those are more decorative than anything at this point. Like, it's the wall lamps that are doing the real heavy lifting. So, maybe I should consider just ripping out the floor. In fact, I think that's certainly what I must do. I have no choice, essentially, but to rip out the floor here. Oh, thank goodness I get those back. I was worried for a second that those redstone lamps would just be like, oh, hey, here's some redstone dust and some glowstone dust. Enjoy. That was an idiotic thing to do. You shouldn't have put that somewhere that you weren't going to use it forever. Okay, so we are just going to drop the bottom out of the floor here. Beautiful. I might have to add more side lamps if I'm going to be further from the ground. I don't know. Not an expert in any of this. Okay, also out of good pick. So, gonna want to grab one of those. So my goal was to create a device that could get me to level 30 with relative speed in this map. Which, you know, I'm spoiled on the Hermitcraft server because Hypno just makes these things. So does, like, Isima and King Daddy D-Mac and, like, everybody else. Uh-oh. Whoa, he's got redstone. Oh, no. That was a poor decision on his part to carry that, because it just made him less lovable. And then everyone destroyed him. The end. The story of the mob. Whoa! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. 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 Do not need that block right there. That block I do not need. Okay, so. Let's, dang it, guys. Out of my way. Out of the way. Back. No, away with you. Back. Okay. So, there we go. I'm thinking that the floor here is too far from these lamps, though. Like, for real. Who are you guys trying to throw? Is there an invisible zombie now? Or just that guy? Might just be that guy. Okay, let's get some light around this side. The back side here. Okay, so... okay, so if we lower these lamps... then... I guess that's fine. Whatever. That'll still work if we... How would that work? If we have... lamp, this is one above the water level here. And we just go lamp, boom. Hey, that does just work. That's actually super nice how easily that works. So I could even do the same thing here where I just have powder, and then where's that powder go? Probably about here, maybe? No, it's here. Okay, great. Okay, awesome. So we kind of got this weird, neat little offset pattern, too, which I like. I could work with that. I could find myself very happily, contentedly admiring that pattern. So we go down there. We don't have anything off this side. Then we come down here, though, And actually, I think we want to go over one. Yeah, there we are. There's our offset. Is it? Well, no. Too bad. Too bad. We don't have time to be particular. It is my wife's birthday tomorrow, and I have to, finish video making so I can focus on birthday preparations and things. So we are just going to power through and get this done with the redstone power and abilities that we are famous for, which are marginal at best. Okay. Cool. So now we have a lit up floor, and we can add some water buckets here. And let's go ahead quickly and grab some additional water buckets out of there. Post these along the side here, and then we'll just get those two. And this will be fully water driven or whatever. Hydro powered, if you will. One there, and one there. So now we have this wonderful little waterfalling system. And we can even go so far, I would say, as to extend it like so. Awesome. So now all the mobs that spawn in here will go this way. Don't know what that's good for. Do not know. No clue. But it seems like the sort of thing that people who design these traps like to do. So, one thing we could do as well, is to extend this signal. If we move that torch. Nope. Okay, that's stupid. That should work better. So, we can take this signal, though, move it back here. How far apart are those? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Add another one of these here, like so. With that. Oh, well, that's terrible in a different way. That is terrible in a completely new and horrible way. So, we can't have power hooked up to that thing, apparently. So, let's go ahead and move that over here. This would be so much easier if I just had more smooth stone, but I really didn't think that I was going to need it. And, of course, I immediately regret that assumption. That was a bad assumption. How is that working? Is this block powering the adjacent light? Okay, well, I don't love it, but if that's how it's going to play, that's how it's going to play, I guess. So, there's that. Let's go ahead and set that up like so. So we got more light here. Okay. Cool. So, now this will go, I think, 6 blocks. And then what we probably want to do is have an additional bucket or a water current thing. Okay, so now we can see now how far that goes out. We'll want to have an additional, like, water current thing to push the mobs all to one place. Like, I guess in the middle. Or something. Don't know. No idea. Ah! Ah! Okay, apparently you can attack those guys and then they'll attack you back. And I need a new pick anyway. So why don't we just all go get a new pick? Why don't we all just get a new pick and regenerate some health? Where's the regeneration potions? Okay. Everything's cool, guys. Everything is completely fine. Nobody needs to freak out or scream or be concerned. Everything's completely under control. No problems here. None. Probably should bring another iron pick since I've gone through like 2 of them already. Just working on this project. Okay. Everybody be cool. Be cool. Okay, so from what I've heard, if you leave those guys alone long enough after attacking them, they'll, like, forgive you. So I don't want to spend forever not over there. But let's just real quickly just harvest our farm or whatever. Grab us some extra food. And then we will run back. Okay. I'm cool. I'm calm. I'm collected. I'm more collected than one of them collectible card games. I'm more game for action than the action game. What is an example of an action game? The action game Contra. Is that an action game? Or is it pronounced Contraire? I don't know. That might be French. Contraire. I think it is Contraire. But anyway. Okay. So, hopefully that guy has forgiven us. And he's not going to attack us when we go back there. If he does, well, I don't know. I just don't know. None of them seem to aggro me. Is he going to lumber over here and just throw me? Okay. Doesn't seem to be the case, so good. Awesome. So I think that what we want to do at this point is have the mobs get dropped in some place like this, and then have that take them somewhere over here, like to a collector, essentially. Okay, now he's caught on that. Wonderful. So we build a wall here to keep these crazy fellas from jumping in on all the action. I might even want to move my door over or something, but I can get to that in a bit. First, what I'm going to do is add my water source block right here, such that, whoops. Well, I guess I need to put that back one. Okay, if I put my water source block here, so then that'll sweep all of these guys out to this location. Okay. So I think that this should be fully operational in the sense that it theoretically should turn off, the lights should turn off properly theoretically, and theoretically the mobs will all go right to there where they can be harvested. So let's see if we have got phase 1 down. So if I stand here, they do get hilariously pushed over to there and then thrown by those guys. Not spawning as quick as I'd like. Oh, I probably need to get rid of that torch there. That's probably part of it. So let's get rid of that. And so let's see if that speeds up the spawning rates any. Uh-oh, did I just drop that guy in the water? I don't want to do that. I want him on the proper... Well, whatever. I'll figure that out later. So we're still getting a lot of light coming in over the top and sides here. Why don't I come up and fix that real quick? That should help some. Dang it. Okay. Whoa! You guys, I'm busy here. I probably shouldn't create a shelf for them to spawn on up here, because then they will want to spawn on it. Great. You can just come over to here and finish this wall some. Okay, this is cool. I'm really happy with this. Gonna have to kill all of these iron golems. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. And this is a good first step in creating a monster spawner that'll do some real monster... Oh, dang it, I should destroy that torch. Oh, he's right there. And see, these guys aren't even targeting them. I don't know what's up with that. Okay. Dang it, I just want to get rid of this torch here. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna fix this down here. Dang it, not what I wanted to do. This is like the last thing I think I need to do to fix the lighting situation there. Okay, so they got plenty of walls to spawn along. And it's dark over there now. I think it could be helped. Oh, that's kind of an awkward, creepy, dark space where they could be starting off over there. Yeah, so this is a start, and I'm content to call this an episode because it probably took longer than most episodes just to get this far. But anyway, until next time, y'all. This is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.